Planned care is a service where a patient might be referred, and if you think of the NHS as having emergency services, ambulances, A&E and that sort of thing, we all understand that those are emergency services. Well, planned care is pretty much everything else. So if a patient comes to see me as a GP and I think they need a test, a specialist test, an MRI scan or something like that, then I would refer them for that test, and that would be planned care. If somebody needed an operation or a consultant opinion, and again I was to refer them, that would all come under planned care. We're doing a lot of work at the moment looking at where services are, understanding what the services we have mean, what's good about them, and areas that we can improve on. And then over the next 5 years, steadily we're working through a programme of improvement. The sorts of things that we're looking at generally are providing services perhaps closer to home. So I'm a GP, when I refer a patient, in the current service they may have to travel many miles for a specific service. We would look at those services and perhaps see how we could bring them much closer to home, deliver them in the community where the patients are. We would look at services, perhaps services where people are waiting a long time, and look at ways that we could provide those services. So to give an example of what that means, if somebody needs to have a hearing aid, for example, these are often older people for whom travelling a long distance is a problem. Clearly, because they need a hearing aid, there's difficulty with hearing, communication can be a problem. If we can take services like hearing aids and put them right into the community, close to where people live, and make them easily accessible, that makes a big difference for the patients using those services. I'm a GP, and when I refer patients, one of the questions I'm often asked is, how long will it be? And this is something that can cause a lot of angst and trouble people, and of course people are often in pain and they're waiting for procedures to be done. One of the many ambitions of our 5-year plan will be to see waiting times come right down so that people can be confident that they'll get their right treatment rapidly and hopefully to their satisfaction.